Amber and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about making changes and changes that I am or have already started to make. I was in the middle of doing Vlogmas earlier this month and I had something happen in my personal life and it resulted in me having a high peak of anxiety, and that plus Vlogmas, I just ended up being very stressed out and it just was not a fun time for me. So I ended up stopping doing Vlogmas and I finally decided to make this video. But it also got me thinking about changes that I could be making for my channel to make it better for me, because posting twice a week wasn't as fun as it used to be because I felt kind of stressed on the restraints I was giving myself and I wasn't seeing the outcome that I was hoping for with having posting twice a week. I wasn't feeling self-satisfied for posting twice a week. So that's the first thing I really want to talk about for changes that I'm making, is that I am changing my posting schedule. My posting schedule is going to be a little wonky for a little bit because I have all of the end of the year videos of like my favorites and my least favorites and stuff like that that I still want to put out, but it's around the end of the year and I would either have to post nothing but those if I was to post on my new posting schedule or post differently for a bit. So after I get all of those out, I'm going to start a new posting schedule, which is videos on Wednesday, and then if I need a bonus video Saturday, except for with readathons. I typically with readathons post the day before the TBR if I'm doing a TBR, and the day after or a couple of days after the wrap up is typically what I aim for with readathons, and I'm hoping to continue to do that with readathons. I think that's part of the reason I want to switch my posting schedule, is because I'm hoping to get more out of the one video that I'm posting a week than the two that I'm currently posting. I feel like I am kind of restrained in what I can do if I'm trying to get two videos up. The other thing that I'm changing, or that I've already changed, is actually pretty big, and that is actually my rating scale. I changed my rating scale on Goodreads and I've already talked about it briefly on my blog, and my rating scale has actually started to include 1 stars. I went through a massive re-rating on Goodreads and it was a time to re-rate pretty much everything that I thought should be re-rated to reflect this. Basically, I didn't use the 1-star rating system at all. I just didn't feel it didn't make sense for me as a reader, but now I have implemented 1 stars into my rating system and I kind of follow the Goodreads rating as a system for what I'm going to use. Obviously, there are modifications that I made for myself. I will leave my blog post that I edited to specifically reflect my personal thoughts. The reason I had decided to do this was on larger reading years, which is pretty much every reading year since the year before I decided to try to read 365 books. I basically have been reading a lot of things 3 stars and 4 stars because, well, if it's not a 3-star, and I was lumping a lot of things in 3 stars because it wasn't a 2-star because I didn't really dislike it, and it wasn't a 4-star, and the 4 stars were like, well, they weren't 3 stars, and it just was becoming kind of asinine to me. And so I needed to rethink my rating system, and I spent my little mini break thinking about that and watching holiday movies and just kind of in a cocoon of comfort and de-stress, and it was really nice. And as a result, I am changing my posting schedule and I changed my rating scale and I feel a lot better. But I definitely, if I feel like I'm stressed out again, I probably will take a break again and I won't beat myself up about it, I think is the moral of the story. So that is everything from me today. I know this is a weird video to tell you if you like what you saw here to like and subscribe, but if you do, please sure to like and subscribe. I used to post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I will soon be posting videos on Wednesdays. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.